So guys, good afternoon traders. Welcome to another setup that I'm seeing here. This is a NZD and I can see some very interesting chart patterns happening. So now coming this week, what I think this pair will do, I'm going to go long. And yes, I know what I know what you're thinking. Why would you go long and we're on a downtrend? So I'm going long because as you can see from here, we have this double bottom, number one, that's number one. Number two, we have this liquidity grab, as you can see here. Let me highlight it so that you can see. See this here, that's liquidity grab. So they've already taken their stop hands here. So that's why the market is pushing up. That's number one. So number two, I can see a series of higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Now I'm expecting a higher low here to form so that I can take my buy. Okay. So, and why do I want to take my buy here? Because if you look, there is an order block here. That is number one. That's an order block. Number two, we've broken structure. Okay. We've broken this structure to the upside. So we're just waiting for this pullback here. And if we see some rejections here, if we see some buy setup, guys, remember we trade with confirmation. If you see some buy setups here, you already know what I'm talking about. If we see some buy setups around this area, we are going to go long. Okay. And where will be our TP? Our TP will be on this other order block around here. Okay. This is an order block here. So first of all, let me just show you something. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this on a free channel, but let me just show you something, guys. Let's show you something. So you see, this was our last swing high. So if I take a fib from this high to this low, you see, what is our golden ratio? 0.61. You see, now it may align. It is aligned with our order block. Okay. So we have so many reasons. And yes, I know we are going down. As you can see, this is a long-term bearish trend. So I know the market has to breathe before it continues going down. If it wants to continue, we need at least a push to at least either 50% retracement or at least 0.61 or even 0.78. And let me show you something else. Let me just show you something else. So if I take my trend line here, do you see where it's falling? There is also another trend line here, guys. Do you see this touch? This touch here? Now we are waiting for the second touch or third touch. So from this level, they can decide to, do something like this, maybe fake out, then, we go down like that. So these two levels are very important, 0.78 and 0.61, very important level. So that is what I think NZDUSD will do before we drop down. And if we get here to this level, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a very nice level to start looking for sales. And if you see this kind of patterns upper June, you will take your sell, put a very good lot size, and you make your money for December. Okay. So that's what I think that is now, but we will do another video when the market gets to that level. So for now, let's just focus on our buys because that is why we are here. So what I'll do, come on Monday, I will look for a buy setup that will be my TP, and my stop loss will be that will be my entry and my stop loss around here. Because again, do you see another liquidity grab here? You see this long wick? Because there was this break of structure here. People started buying here where we have their stop loss around here. They were taken out. So the market has gone up. So what we are going to do coming this week, we are going to wait for the market to show us to come here. And if we start to see rejections here around this area, we're going to take our long positions and a very tight stop loss. And even if I'm wrong, if the market decides to print whatever it wants to print, it's okay. That's why we have stop loss in place. We have our stop loss in place in case the market does whatever it wants to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, that being said, this is what I'm expecting NZD to do before at least it starts going down. And if when we get to that area and the market wants to go down, then we will do something like this. That will be now our when we get there. So which we have to wait and see what will happen. But for now, my bias is to the upside. I'm expecting something like that. So if we get some sell setups around here, we're going to take it all the way back huku chini. Okay. So we're going to make money from here all the way up here. And if we get here, if and only if we see some sell setups here, we're going to take our sells all the way down, because as you can see, this is a long-term bearish market. Okay. I've already explained it's a long-term bearish market. So we are capitalizing on this pullback. If you get it, itakuwa sawa. If you don't get it, well and good. We have our stop loss in place. We let the market do whatever it wants to do. But this is what I'm looking for coming this week. If you get that kind of setup, mambo itakuwa ni sawa. We wait and yeah, tuone vile kutakuwa. So let's wait and see what happens this coming week.